Nothing will stop this show! Round 1 Ready Go! Won't give up that easy. あなたごとわけないことだわ。Round 2 Ready Go! Toss! Both point characters are knocked out. これが太鼓の力だ。行くとするか。Now or never. Ready? Go! It's fighting! Yeah. It's fighting! Player 2 has victory in their sights. 燃やしてやるよ。Round 4 Ready Go! やろう。やるじゃん。甘いぜ。やるじゃねえか。手加減なしだぜ。甘いスーパー絶滅体験。The goddess of victory smiles upon the winner. Winner! なんだその情けない姿は。ユウの筋肉が嘆いておるわ。